Nice.
What a frame he's got to work with, huh?
Yeah. You know, potential to get you fired though. You got to make sure. You know, I'll tell you what though, I've really been pleased with Amiri as a person. That's been the best thing. Because one of the things that people don't realize about some of the guys that I've helped develop is their best characteristic is that character. And the only person I don't like to compare people, but I got a text message today from Daniil Hunter. And Daniil Hunter's long, athletic, tough, smart, strong. Got all these physical traits, but every time I get with him, I say, don't forget what makes you great. That's your character. I mean, and that's really what, you know, when I talk to Amiri, when I coach Amiri, he just has such great character. You know, he's a sponge. Everything I help him with, you can see him putting it to work, open to criticism. He's a smart kid, and you know, he has bad habits, but he is getting better fast, and I'm really excited for him. You know, I want to see how far we can take that.
How much of that do you think is just because he played offense in high school for 3 years?
I think it's a lot, you know, and I think even for these guys that have played defensive line their whole time, our technique is unique, and it's challenging. And I told the guys, this ain't going to be easy. It's going to be worth it, but it's not going to be easy. So all the guys are having their struggles right now, really, truly transitioning and making it their own. So I'm sure that adds to it, you know, the fact that this is a little bit foreign to him. But I'll say this, in terms of skill set, the gifts and the tools that God gave us, he didn't give him the tools to be a receiver. He gave him the tools to be a defensive lineman. But, you know, at the same time, you got to feel it and know it. You got to do it so many times that it's like breathing. And he's not there yet, but he's doing everything it takes to get there.
Right. I would think as a pass rusher, long arms, lanky, he could be a good end pass rusher.
Absolutely. He does have a good skill set. And the biggest problem, though, is someone somewhere along the line, they try to teach him to be a Ferrari, but he's a tank. You know what I mean? He's a great physical, or he's like he's like a Apache helicopter. He's more power with a little bit of speed, but he's a powerful man. And they taught him to be a finesse player, and that's not him. He's not a finesse player. And so getting him to embrace that, which again, he's been great, but really is a difference between embracing it and being a friend of it. Like when it actually, I become a friend with my power and I use it, I trust it, and I really use it as a weapon or something that I'm going to use. That's where it's different. Right now, he's feeling it out. And he trusts that, yeah, I am big and strong, but he doesn't love being big and strong yet. And when he does, when that's really something he takes pride in, he will, I think he'll take a big step.
Do some of these guys almost not know how strong they are, and they try and just like mess
Absolutely.
up? Yeah.
Absolutely. And then some coaches are cookie cutter coaches, so they coach everybody the same.
Yeah.
And so we build up a foundation where everybody has the same foundation. But you're different from you, and you're different from you. So it's like a tailor. You know, the material is the same, but you know, we're going to tighten it here and tighten it there. So that's what we have to do for each player, is get them to understand what makes them special and help them transition to it. So everybody gets coached to be a quick guy.
Yeah.
Because like when you do one-on-ones and make a quick move, it's an ooh-wee. So everybody wants to do that move.
Yeah.
But if you're a guy like Amiri, you want to set up everything from your power, and then use quickness from there as a changeup.
Yep.
And so it is a challenge to get those guys to really commit to that and accept that that's who I am. But I'm objective. I sit back and just look at what I see, and it's like, dude, you are built to whoop people's butts, and you're blessed to be agile and quick enough as a changeup, and also as a transition. And when I use power and somebody's power enough, I need to be quick enough to go from power to quickness.
Yeah.
And he does have those tools. So I just need to get him to understand that his foundation is being a big, strong, mean son of a gun.
When you're talking to your guys, it seems like you use a lot of metaphors and like different catchphrases and stuff. Like, where do those come from?
I don't know. I think it's my grandmother who helped raise me. She told the best stories. You know what I mean? And when you say things that way, it just, I don't know, they resonate.
Yeah.
Pictures in your head, and I think my grandmother, like, she would speak with her hands too when she spoke. And unfortunately, at her older age, she had a stroke and couldn't speak, but she could still communicate because of her hand gestures. It's like we were programmed to understand what she was meaning, and her face would light up, and so I guess I just, I picked it up from her a little bit.
So those just like kind of come to you in the moment?
Yeah, it's just stuff that I hear, and it makes the the Bruce Lee deal. Yeah, all that stuff is stuff that sticks in their head.
Yeah.
But they go back and they Google that stuff, when I give them
do they really?
Oh yeah, those guys are. But my point is like, I speak in pictures because that's how we see the world. You know? And so those things kind of stick sometimes. It's good to be funny.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed kind of teaching these techniques and these different drills to college kids?
Yeah, I have. It's funny, I was just texting with somebody from back in Minnesota, and they were asking how I was doing. I said, it's great. And the comment they made is, hey, man, we're going to miss you, we miss you. And I told them, I miss you guys too, but these kids are so grateful for this information.
Yeah. They
don't throw it away. And it's kind of funny because when I first gave them the information and showed them what we were going to do, they all looked at me kind of cross-eyed, like, we're going to do what? You want to do what? And here we are 5 practices in, and we were running a drill today, and we were having some success running what we wanted to run. And they started to, you could just feel the energy rise up. Those guys were really, the energy was really high. Those guys were all amped up, and I think that's when you're doing good stuff. That energy is why you coach. And when it becomes their technique, not my technique, when it becomes ours and they take ownership of it, that's when it really gets fun. But they've been so, they've given me such great effort, great attention. Those guys are trying their best and they're getting better. Andre and I are sitting up in Minnesota. Golly, man, we were studying for the draft.
Yeah.
Oh man, this guy, this dude right here, if he knew what we knew, he'd be great. He'd go way higher.
Yeah.
And he made the comment, he goes, Rob, if you ever went to a good college and they let you teach it the way we do it here, you could really be successful. Yeah.
Do you?
Well, he was right.
They said that like long before this came up.
That's what Andre said. That's what we said months ago. If you ever went there, and I was like, yeah. Well, you know how college is. They just want recruiters. Well, not here. We want guys to recruit and can coach. And so I was like, that was I'm pretty blessed that I get to do it that way because they're getting better.
Yeah. How important was it? I've noticed you've done a few drills where you've made them harder throughout the week. Where you'll have the towel, then it gets harder, and then you'll make the rush angle thinner.
Tighter,
How did you go into this knowing that you were going to have to do that and make it easy and then just slowly make it harder?
Yeah, and that's what I learned from my guy, from Andre Patterson. Everything we do, and I said it in my interview, we build from the ground up.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like the Marines. It's like, listen, everything you know, I'm going to break it down and then I'm going to build you back up. So we do it from the ground up. You have to have a solid foundation for everything you do. And it's funny you say that because I guess I'm not used to people taping my drills. So everybody's out there with iPhones, so it's on the internet.
Yeah.
And that scared me. Like, that's a no-no where I come from. Like, you're like, dude, you can't let these get out of the building. So I get a text from my mentor, from Andre, and he's like, hey, saw the rush angle on Twitter. I said, oh, okay. Hey, coach, what do you think? He goes, the bags are too wide. I said, yes, sir. I'm going to tighten them up next time. He said, they're going to have bad habits. Like, I know, coach, their angles were so wide, I had to kind of midpoint it, and I'm going to keep weaning them down. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. But God bless him. He still wants me to be successful. And I think I'm a little disappointed because I know he saw it, and the first thing he thought was, oh man, I taught this guy. He don't know the right angle. But I set up the drill every day. I know the angle. I just, when they first did it, they're going to crash. So I had to widen it out, wean them down. But everything we do is going to be built from the ground up, and so they understand it, they feel it, they do it right. And Rome wasn't built in a day, so we got to make sure that I have to I have to fight myself sometimes because even the other day we were running games and I got ahead of myself and it started looking bad, and that's on coach. That's not on the kids. They weren't quite ready for that responsibility, and so I weaned it back and they did a heck of a job today. So I'm going to continue to make sure that I'm giving them just enough for them to be successful. Anything more than that, where they're thinking too much, is unfair to them. So my job as a coach to give them just enough where they can be successful.
Well, you're early in.
Yeah, we got time. Right? That's our problem with coaches. We don't know that concept.